Sheila, we wanted to talk about what makes the Carrington an exceptionally wonderful knit.
Yeah. So last time we talked about the inspiration for it.
If you wanted to see the inspiration, which I'm sure you would love to, just click on this and go to the first episode.
Get the background story.
Background story.
Background story. So today it's really about the choices that we made when we were doing this pattern. And one of the most important things, and it's become a bit of a byword of ours, is that when you're thinking about how you're starting, you should always be thinking about how you're finishing.
Absolutely. That is totally one of the most important things in designing. When you start, you are always thinking about how you're going to end.
How you're going to end.
And it's classic in this.
It is, because you start with a provisional cast on up here. This design is knitted top down. Start with a provisional cast on so that at the very end you can then come back and retrieve your stitches live to do the finishing. I have a particular favourite way of doing a provisional cast on, which is using waste yarn. I cast on and then I knit one row, wrapping the yarn twice round each stitch. Then I join my main yarn and go into row 1 of the pattern, knitting along and dropping a loop from each stitch. This then gives you extra space and extra security when you're putting in your lifeline or picking up directly before you cut your waste yarn off.
Yeah.
It's just what I like to do.
I do the same. It's just clear,
gives
easy,
you more space. Gives you more space.
Works brilliantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's just a wee tip.
So we start the Carrington with the provisional cast on, using that brilliant technique. And then we're working our way down.
One of the other things about the Carrington, which makes it different from our other designs, is that this is a lighter and looser fabric because we're on a 4mm needle.
Yeah.
Quite deliberately. Usually we would be on a 3.75, but we're on a 4mm here to give the lightness. So it's not dense.
And the swing that we talked about.
And the swing. But also because of all this lovely cabling, you know, I'm a great fan of cabling, but if you do have a cable fabric, as we have here, you really don't want it to be too tight, do you?
No, and it's definitely a cable fabric.
It is a fabric. Yeah.
So you don't see travelling cables like this in Gansey knitting.
No.
You might see it in Aran knitting.
Different kinds of travelling cables in Aran knitting, and not within a bed of stocking stitch.
No.
I think that's what makes this so unusual, the fact that it sits in its bed of stocking stitch to form the Argyll.
So this is a classic. I mean, I wanted to make the Argyll, which are the diamonds.
The diamonds, very Scottish.
Scottish style, but in different colours. Normally on socks.
Yes, of course.
And in some golfing sweaters.
And we've done that in part of our fashion work.
We've done that.
I've done Argyll.
Yes. So this is like an essence of Argyll.
But with cable.
But in cable.
Cable that's, as I said, that sits in a comfortable bed of stocking stitch, but adds so much interest to the fabric.
And makes the fabric. So we have cabling fabric, which I love. And then to add to the lightness, we have the beautiful lace Tree of Life at the end, which just gives airiness, lightness, and more story to the design. And of course, this you do see in the Eriskay ganzes, the only
Yes.
ganzes with the
With lace.
in them. So it's a little bit of a homage to the Western Isles. And then the edge.
Well, the edge, we wanted something very simple. We certainly wouldn't have done anything with rib,
No.
because that would risk pulling it in.
Yeah.
So it really was just actually to fit in with the final cable here. You actually end up, from memory, doing 3 purl rows. It could easily have been 3 knit rows, but it ended up being 3 purl rows, just to give a little ridge.
Which is all you need.
Because otherwise it might roll, and we wouldn't want that to happen. So just to give it the edge it needs.
It's top down in 2 pieces because we have got this lovely tunic-y slit.
One of the conversations I have most often with people who are wanting to make their own Carrington and who come to shows and who try this on is about length. And I always say that the wonderful thing about knitting top down is that you can make it whichever length that you want it to be. And you can either add on, some people want to add on
a full
extra 40 rows, but equally you could add on another 20 rows.
Yes.
And do another half diamond up at the top. So we offer as much help as we can on that, but that it's a very straightforward chart, and you can just add
absolutely
the extra rows
so
on.
The small has got the 2 diamonds in the centre.
Yeah, but it so you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this in fact is a half diamond at the top.
Yeah, so you're getting a little bit longer length in the medium,
and this has got 4 diamonds,
and in the large,
extra 20 rows,
and that gives you that extra. So you can choose a long length.
Speaking about length,
I love the sleeves.
The sleeves, which are also knitted top down,
absolutely gorgeous.
Look
at the detail in that.
Deliberately designed to be sort of bracelet length sleeves. They don't come right down.
No.
But of course people can make them longer if they want to.
Yes, they can.
I mean, down here, for example, you could carry on for another half pattern.
Yeah.
Because this tree only goes halfway up.
Yeah.
But you could finish it off down the bottom.
So when you've done the front and back, you're then ready for the final finishing at the neck. We have the front of the Carrington here to show the 3 needle casts off, the gussets and the neck.
The finishing, the all-important finishing. So when you have knitted your back and your front, you come back up and you retrieve all your stitches, cutting through the waste yarn with your stitches safe. Starting over here on the left shoulder, holding the wrong sides together inside, you do 3 needle cast off. External. Over here, so from shoulder to neck, over here from shoulder to neck, which means actually you're doing it purl-wise.
On this side, yes.
Because we need your final cast off stitch that's left over
to be here.
Yep, to be there and to be active, so that we can create the neck gusset to give us Dora's lovely, easy fitting, comfortable neck. And
Dora would have approved. Dora would have loved this.
I know she would. There are Lots of instructions in the pattern about
Yes.
how to do this. But essentially, you have, so for this size, 7 extra stitches at each side left over for the neck. And you create a gusset of 15 stitches, 1 from the centre and 7 from each side, going back and forward
So you go
and
backwards and forwards.
adding an extra stitch.
Picking up from that side,
each row.
going back,
Yeah.
picking up from that side, going
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
To create this perfect little gusset.
So that you have then 15 stitches over each shoulder, which you then join with the rest of the stitches left from the front and the back.
And the back.
And of course, what this does is it means that you don't have any front neck shaping or back neck shaping, because the gusset takes care of all of that for you.
Yeah. Which is a fisherman knitting.
Very much.
A Gansey knitting technique, which
Very
we
much.
love. Yeah.
Very much.
Which we love. And then just a really nice little cast off.
To give the ease of wear on the neck that we've been aiming for all the way through.
Yeah.
There it is. Lovely, isn't it?
It is really so nice. So nice to knit. Yeah. And thank you. I mean, thank you everybody who has bought this pattern recently in droves and who are knitting it. I can't wait for you to share your own personal Carringtons with us.
Well, the other thing is I'm always so keen to see when people choose different colours, as they obviously do and should.
Yeah.
We always want to see how they turn out, don't we?
Yeah, totally.
Always.
So very exciting times. Thank you.